All right. Welcome everybody to another exciting video. This is Chess with Lutho Mfazwe, and you are chilling with me, Lutho Mfazwe, on my chess channel, Chess with Lutho Mfazwe. My take, my thoughts, my interpretation of the game of chess, and everything in between. Yes. Been a while. It's been a while. So many things that have been, happening in the chess world, but unfortunately, I've missed a lot of them, and I'm hoping to actually catch up with them because some of the events that were happening were very, very significant. I think there was an event where chess was broadcasted on television, SABC2, on a particular Sunday. And I think I'll have to talk about that, but this is not the purpose of the video today. Um, yeah. So there's a lot of things that have been going on. Of course, the most notable thing that's going on currently and is taking the chess world by storm is the FIDE World Championship between Ding Liren and Gukesh Domaraju. And a lot of people have said some, things positive and some things negative, such as Kasparov's comment, where he said that the World Championship is nothing but just a game between two strong players. It's not really a World Championship per se, because the World Championship determines the world's strongest player, and unfortunately, the strongest player is actually not playing. So, yeah, what's the purpose of the World Championship if the strongest player is not there? So, yeah, okay, there's good comments there, but yeah, I have my own thoughts as well. So, I think I'm gonna make a video about that one as well. But anyway, we're not there. So, yeah, the FIDE World Championship, we are now in game 10, and unfortunately, yeah, there's what do you call it? The standings were out currently, and they drew today's match. Okay, yeah, the guys are still just taking it a bit slow, but they are heading closely to the seven point marker, and I believe that the tournament rules was the first person to get to seven, I believe. Yeah, if I got it correctly. So to be seen how it's going to go. It's going to be very, very intriguing. Perhaps they have some late, preparations that they have um, for the round once they get to 5.5 or so. Then we'll see some fire or something like that. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. And then there is the book that was written by Dr. Bouah along with Mr. Shaheed Tobias. Understanding Chessmen and Ethnographic Study of Chess on the Cape Flats. Believe that they had their book launch sometime in October, if I am not mistaken. Um, yeah, and it was actually very nice. Oh yeah, it was on Saturday, the 19th of October. Yes, 2024, and yeah, it's a very nice book. I'd actually recommend this book for coaches as well. I read it personally as well. Read it the first time around, and I'm still busy reading it a second time around. I'll offer my thoughts with regards to the book because it's very, very important, and I think that I actually want to speak to make a what do you call it, a video about some of the issues that are actually spoken in the book, and how the book is also written in general would be a nice thing as well. Yeah, then there was the SummerSlam. Hey. Guys, Rogov is chopping us like it's nothing. Rogov is chopping us like it's nothing. Just look at the standings right there. Rogov with 6 points out of six, and the second person, Tezignano Miasta, only managed to get 4.5 out of six. So he's actually leading the pack by a whole 1.5 points, and then followed by myself. A very bad game where I played against him, and I lost. I lost a piece. But anyway, yeah, it's a rapid event, and yeah, in terms of rapid, I still have to polish my style a bit there. But yeah, Rogov doing some some yeah. Anyway, so that was the SummerSlam, and we also had the award ceremony of the league. And today, I actually thought to start a series that I want to do, where I take a look at some of the games that I have played on in the league. So this is the Cape Town Chess Federation Chess League in Cape Town, 2024, and yeah, let's get into the game. This is a game played between myself as the Black Pieces and Abdarahim Salem. Was a very notable player in Cape Town as well. Um, Especially in the university circles. So yeah, Grand Prix attack. Usually here, the move that's most popular is the move bishop c4, and then after e6, castle, knight g onto e7. I'm currently disconnected. Then you sacrifice the pawn with so bishop c4, e6, castle, knight g7. You sometimes sacrifice with the pawn with f5, or sometimes you first play d3 and then you push the pawn to f5. So this is usually the manner in which this opening is played. But this is also equally popular as well. Bishop onto b5, pawn onto e6, and I'm giving him a chance to actually capture this pawn, this knight, and I was going to capture with this piece. If you capture with the d pawn, then you go into the Rosolimo, I believe, is what it's called. But yeah, I capture with this pawn, and usually the ideas is you allow this double pawn, but in compensation a bit, there's open files, and you could create a few things, but it requires speed as well when you are operating, trying to create these things. Anyway, knight onto g to e7, allowed, be castled, knight g7, pawn onto d3, and castle, and a6. And I'm attacking the bishop, just asking it what it's going to be doing. Not only that, the queen was actually heading to h4, trying to start an attack on this side, so now it's delayed a bit by the queen on d8. So pawn on f5, like I said, this is typical. So the bishop is trying to get to h6. First, of course, he'll have to make a pit stop on g5, since the queen is actually guarding the square. So capture, capture, and pawn on d5 takes. And here, yeah, h takes g6 is, I believe, a blunder. I am not sure, but I don't think this is a good idea. Considering that the queen is coming to h4, threatening h7, and the pawn on f7 will actually be a target for the rook as well. So I think that that might be a mistake. So hence the reason why I took with the f pawn. So bishop g5, queen d6, and queen onto h4. And you can see that these pieces are gathering around towards the king side to try and orchestrate an attack there. But there's a lot of pieces that are actually standing on guard against such a idea. So yeah, and the third piece actually involves itself as well, the third minor piece. So there are a lot of pieces that are, going to be defensive resources against that idea. So I think here my opponent was supposed to move a bit slowly and consider moves like rook on g1 and trying to perhaps improve this knight so that it can also participate in the attack on this side. I think he was supposed to move in this direction, but unfortunately, he decided to strike immediately. So now bishop onto h6 with the idea of knight g5, bishop g7, and then queen onto h7. Unfortunately, I play the move knight d4, so now I'm threatening to trade off the knights, and this would actually nullify his attack. So he decided to go for it. But okay, there was no need to actually trade off the knights. I think another idea would have been 97. The basic idea is to head to f5, try to disturb these two pieces here, and yeah, be a defensive resource that side as well. So knight d4 also is en route to f5, but it allows this exchange, and the engines actually say that this is not a good trade-off. So yeah, knight onto g5, knight f5 attacks the bishop, and this was his idea. He was actually aiming to sacrifice the rook, so that after bishop takes f5, bishop g7, king g7, queen takes here, king onto h6. You can see that the king is actually is basically, coming out, and this might be very, very, very scary. I don't know whether you can actually sacrifice the knight here. Yeah, but basically this is something that might be on the cards. Unfortunately for him, after the move rook onto f5, I actually have a defensive resource, which is bishop d4. And that's a check. He has to move, and after he moves, I capture here. And unfortunately for him, these pieces on the king side actually are interfering with each other. The knight would like to attack h7. The problem is the bishop is in the way, and since the bishop has not been exchanged, now it means that um, black basically is having a good position because these pieces are not harmoniously um, attacking the king side. So yeah, after this is now just a case of trading off and entering into an end game which is favorable. Unfortunately, didn't even get that far for my opponent. He played his final mistake, queen onto d6, and after this mistake, rook onto f3, and he resigned. Obviously, if he takes, the queen takes check, king g1, queen f2 check, king onto h1. And yeah, we can just take here. After king onto g2, queen f1. He only has the square king g1, and after queen h2. This is checkmate because the rook is protecting and the king doesn't have any escape squares. So yeah, he lost the game in that manner. So this is the second game of the league. Unfortunately, I did not have the first game of the league. Is it a good idea that I am putting out my games, especially considering that the Masters are upcoming and I'm playing there? I don't actually mind. If the players want to prepare, please, by all means. But don't think that I'll be at the same level again. So yeah, I'd be happy with that. By the way, yeah. So yeah, a very, very nice game, just smooth. Not many problems that white actually posed for black. The typical problems, but nothing original. So nothing to be afraid of there in that game. So yeah, um, yeah. That's the first game of the league that I am showing, and there's about say 9 more games still to come. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Do check out, I believe I'll be posting another game today at night, perhaps, where I am speaking about the SummerSlam, the tournament that I showed you, which Rogov actually dominated. I think I'll be doing some videos there because the games are easily, I can still remember some of them, and yeah, I'll be doing um, those games at night, so I should be able to actually put out another video as well. So thank you very much, guys, for the love and support. And thank you very much, guys, for actually, supporting. Yes, yes, yes. Those who have not yet supported, please make sure that you subscribe, you like, and yeah, let me know your thoughts. We do have a WhatsApp group that's still functional, Chess with Lutho Mfazwe. So let me know your thoughts there as well. Much appreciated, guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.